Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Charlie Bengel, the CEO of Remax Allegiance, and welcome to another edition of the Allegiance Way Show and the Daily Dose. My special guest today, Donna Seeker from Donofrio Home Inspections. Welcome to the show, Donna.
Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be here. Hello, Remax Allegiance.
It is great to see you. This might be the first time we've done a virtual show with you. You've been with us in person a number of times, and you run a great company. Appreciate you taking the time. So Donofrio was founded in 2001, been around, been through the financial crisis. Now we're dealing with this. You've been with the company since 2008. Talk to me about how's the market? I think you guys, when this thing hit, you were probably like me, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. We didn't really know what to expect. And now I feel like we've fallen into the new normal. Talk to me about what you guys are seeing.
I'm mirroring your feelings pretty much, that it at first was like, oh, this is real. Oh, people aren't buying or leaving their homes. Oh, well, what are we going to do? So, but quickly we thought, okay, especially for me, because you're used to seeing me in your offices or
Sure.
at your offices. And so, well, now it's even me, who's not that good with technology, had to learn Zoom and Google Hangout, and now StreamYard, another one.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, but it's wonderful, because I remember being in a meeting with someone, and she said, usually I'm in San Diego and then Atlanta and Naples, Florida, and look, I've done it all without leaving my house.
Right. Yeah, I don't miss the airplanes myself.
Right.
That I admit. So things kind of stopped for a bit. You guys are back doing inspections again. We were talking about the market right before we went live, and the fact that because things have slowed down, there's some opportunities out there for buyers to get home inspections, right? To get those contingencies where when you were getting 10, 12 offers on a property in February, some of those things needed to be waived and you weren't able to do it. So talk to me about how you guys have pivoted. How are inspections working now? When I was selling full time, I was there with a couple that was buying the home inspection. We all followed each other around, for 3 hours. It was a learning experience for everyone, right? Then we got the report either at that time or it was typed up, sent to us later. Talk to me about how social distancing is working. Do you allow people at the inspections with you guys? Just kind of give me an overview.
Well, as always, we are here to support you, the realtor.
Right.
And so straight away, since I wasn't driving to events, I got on the phone and started calling people and saying, how are you doing, first of all? And by the way, we're open for business, and we are here to do it however it works for you and your clients.
Good.
And one of our inspectors said, wait a minute, we did this years ago. There's a video of me, the inspector that was speaking to me, saying, for out-of-town buyers,
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
The iPad, It's a remote inspection, if you will, instead of virtual. Because in those phone calls, it was funny. One gentleman said, I would never have a virtual inspection. And I said, oh, excuse me, I misspoke. The inspector will always be there.
Right.
He can't inspect the house.
Right, of course. Right. Yeah, he was thinking, boy, I got to zoom in with this guy and take him around the house. Right, yeah.
Right. So, but the options are, and our transaction coordinators are fully scripted with this, familiar with it. The options are that we can do it as we always did, where the buyer's there, the realtor is there, and everyone is following protocols and procedures with masks and gloves.
Okay.
Or maybe just the realtor's there, and then a conference call, if you will, at the end of the inspection, so the inspector can go over the summary with both the realtor and the buyer simultaneously, and then the buyer will say, I have a question about this.
Right.
Go over and show me that particular thing, the hot water heater or whatever.
Sure.
Or if the realtor and the buyer say, no thanks, I really don't, then the inspector would just take that charge of contacting both parties at the end of the inspection and going through that same process to everyone's satisfaction. And of course, we've always been available after the inspection by phone or email.
Sure, for questions and that sort of a thing. Okay, excellent. What can agents do right now to better prepare for property inspections for their clients?
They should, we've outfitted our inspectors with gloves and masks.
Mhm.
And some people expect us to have them for the entire party, and
Okay.
that would be nice, but as you know,
It's hard to find. Yeah.
are little. So a realtor might try to be supplied up with those things and the hand sanitizer, because what I've seen come back to the office here are some notes from sellers.
Mhm.
Please wipe down every surface you touch.
Right.
So that means, maybe having that canister of wipes in your car so that you're ready for that kind of situation. But also to encourage you, the realtors, and for you to pass on to your buyers, this week our numbers have gone up considerably.
Okay.
So, we're fortunate that we were well and grateful that we've been able to work through this.
Right.
And, but so if you're buyers and you are in that same position, then, like you just said, things that would have been waylaid before because it was so busy, now you can have a thorough home inspection and not have to waive it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Take advantage of this lull, because I don't think it's going to last. We were busy before, we're going to be busy again.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Talk to me about how you guys schedule your inspections.
Well, we can do it several ways. And I think the preferable way, even in these times, is by phone. And we do have someone, at least one person. We have 5 schedulers altogether, so they have an overlapping system for every day of the week. So there's someone there on the weekend as well. They're available by phone. Email is totally acceptable as well. And then you can set up a realtor dashboard where you can just go in and input everything, and it's responded to. Which service I don't think many realtors take advantage of, but our schedulers can set that up for you. And I think that just helps you bypass a few of the steps.
Sure, I like it. So we talked a little bit about how you all have adapted. Anything else to add to how you guys have adapted with this new normal?
Well, InterNACHI came out with, those are the guidelines we follow. InterNACHI, and they came out with a COVID-19 training for inspectors, and all of our 13 inspectors were certified straight away. So besides the common knowledge that we talked about, masks and gloves and hand sanitizer available, it went in a little deeper so that if they can monitor the workplace, the situation in the home, and, and take charge if necessary. So it's another layer of protection for everyone involved. And we're offering our continuing education classes virtually. And we also, we've had this feature to our reporting format for quite some time, but it's really handy now, especially with things being just not the way they used to be. It's Repair Request Builder. So after the inspection, the realtor can go over the summary list, the marginal and defective items with the buyer, and plan their strategy, how they're going to negotiate. But this allows the realtor to pull items from that summary page and cut and paste kind of thing into the addendum. And in part of that feature is also to get some pricing if it's necessary. So then, it's all right there, and you can do it without even making a phone call, in case the person that you would usually call to get that information isn't able to work right now. So you just get some estimates for your locality, specific by zip code.
Excellent. And the idea that you don't have to figure out the wording for the contingency, it's right there. You're just copying and pasting based on what the inspector said, right?
Exactly. And again, we do have 13 inspectors, but they go through the same process for consistency down to the wording of all the comments that are found. The reporting format is consistent throughout.
Okay, talk to me a little bit more about your training program there.
We double what the InterNACHI requirements are.
Okay.
And InterNACHI offers online courses all the time that the inspectors take just when they have a little downtime, like now, if they do, and to just keep them informed, because there really aren't continuing education requirements for a home inspector.
Okay.
But in lieu of that, about, I guess it'll be 4 years ago now, in July, the national certification was implemented, which was wonderful because, we deal with 3 states, if not 4, routinely. And it's like, well, what are the different requirements? So now that has been put in place. And so back to our training, it's taking those InterNACHI classes, but you can't sit and study all day. So what we ask our inspectors in training to do is work half a day with a licensed inspector, one of our staff, and then the other half of the day study. So then you're shadowing and you're seeing, oh, this is how it works. And then the classes are taken, and then the national certification is passed. But they're still not ready to go out on their own, because we want them to go around to some of our homes in our business, maybe the staff homes, and do those on their own.
Okay.
And so we can catch anything before they go out to the general public.
Got it. So is this all part of the academy that you all started?
Absolutely not. This is just what if you're going to come work for Donofrio Associates.
Okay. Talk to me about the academy.
The academy is for people that want to learn the business.
Okay.
Not work for us necessarily.
Interesting. Okay.
That works out. That's great. But there are portions of the certification that you cannot take online when you're trying to become a home inspector. Okay. And that's the need the Donofrio Academy fills.
Okay. The hands-on stuff
has to be in person.
Okay.
But it's a 6-day, which is odd, but anyway, unfortunately, it is 6 workday schedule, and so that will be coming right up.
Got it. Okay. Interesting. So we talked a bit about kind of the unique features that you all have. Talk to me about the home inspection report itself. How is it received? How is it structured? We talked about help with the addendum, the actual contingency itself, but talk to me about the report.
Sure. We've always prided ourselves on delivering the report at the end of the inspection. Okay. When we first came on the scene in 2008, each inspector had their own little portable printer.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yes.
We printed out.
Yes.
Put it in a folder. So now we've moved on from that. But the report has photographs in it. There can be arrows pointing to things in the photographs. Okay. And it is emailed to the realtor and the buyer at the end of the inspection. So before you walk away, it's there in the email waiting for you. And again, we're 7 days a week, DC, Maryland, Virginia, and 13 inspectors, so that that report will be there and ready when you are.
I like it. What else do you have to add for today? Anything that we missed?
I'll just reiterate what I've said before when I've been with you all, is that we do have the structural engineer on staff. Our founder is a structural engineer, so you can get that assessment from us without looking any further. And probably in the last 6 months, we've added a feature that his assessment is then certified by a professional engineer.
Okay.
So you're covered. It's ironclad.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right.
Very good. So appreciate you joining us today on the Daily Dose. Always good to see you. I am thrilled to know that you guys are still doing well and that you've pivoted your business. And I know that our associates will continue to look to you all when they need home inspection services. And hope to talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so very much. This was great fun.
Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Stay well. Goodbye.